Welcome back to another edition of All Chiefed Up, where we do Kansas City Chiefs news, analysis, and more. Coming off of a huge victory against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday Night Football, and we're going to break down 4 plays that show you how the Chiefs were able to dominate.
Yeah, as you said, the Chiefs dominated, and these 4 plays are going to show how. Let's just jump in with clip number 1. So on this play, we're going to highlight Orlando Brown Jr., and we're going to highlight Joe Thuney. They are lined up opposite of Shaq Barrett and Logan Hall, the rookie there for Tampa Bay. Shaq Barrett's outside in the 9 technique, and Logan Hall is playing over the top of Orlando Brown Jr. What's beautiful about this play is these two are going to do a stunt. They're going to come up and they're going to cut behind each other, and they're going to try to confuse Orlando Brown and Joe Thuney. But if you see Joe Thuney and Orlando Brown both take a step back, it's like they knew what was coming. It was beautiful to watch. They pass it off perfectly, and Orlando Brown just pancakes this dude right into next week. Poor Logan Hall. I mean, I'm sure he's getting blown up in the film room today.
Welcome to the NFL, buddy.
Yeah. So Orlando Brown proved right there why he is dominant. He takes him, he just throws him down. Logan Hall is a big guy, by the way. Shaq Barrett peels off of Thuney and chases Mahomes, but Mahomes was able to pick up that critical first down right there. And that was a beautiful play. It just showed how our offensive line dominated this entire game.
Yeah, I mean, if you just look at the footwork there, they got back into position as quick as they could. Like you said, it's almost like they knew the stunt was coming. They had great communication between the two of them. And then Orlando Brown pancakes Logan Hall into next week. Now, Shaq Barrett was able to get away from the block by Thuney, but not fast enough to be able to do anything about Mahomes rushing for that first down there.
Right. Shaq Barrett, I mean, he's a tough matchup. This is one of the premier defensive ends in the league. Yeah, Thuney couldn't do nothing there. It was either hold him, get a penalty call, or just let him go and hope Mahomes has got enough speed, which Mahomes said that yesterday. He said, I've got a little bit of speed. But, yeah, he's got a little bit of speed. But, yeah, he gets the first down there. Beautiful play. Just wanted to highlight how our offensive line, how good they are when they can communicate and when they pay attention and focus and get it right. It shows just how dominant they can be.
Yeah, which they did 99% of the game. Like I said on yesterday's video, you're not going to win every snap against a premier defensive line, like dealing with Shaq Barrett on the edge or even Logan Hall as a rookie. That guy's a monster. You got Vita Vea in there. You had Carl Nassib. They were all making plays. But you just have to win most of those snaps. That's what you got to do, and that's what we did. All right, guys, before we get to the awesome Mahomes clip that could very well be the best quarterback play that you've ever seen, it's definitely top 5 Mahomes. We're going to go ahead and get into one where he hits Marquez Valdez-Scantling over the middle for 36 yards. Mike, you want to take that?
Yeah, so 36-yard pass play, as you alluded to. He's got MVS. He's got MVS, and I think it's Juju right there in a little clump formation. They got one corner on him. They've got a corner setting off to the side. That is Jamel Dean. That is one that Mahomes is going to key on. But pre-snap, you've got Levante David, which I have an arrow pointing to, that's probably going to guard him man-to-man, and turns out that is what it is going to be. And he's eyeing the safety at the end of the play, which is Edwards, right over the middle of the field. He watches Edwards, and when Edwards drifts, when this play snaps, when the Edwards drifts to the left side, he knows that he's got Valdez-Scantling up the seam. So he knows it's man-to-man on David, and he knows the only thing he's got to do is key on Jamel Dean. And you'll see when Jamel Dean flips his hips for that slight bit, Mahomes knows, Levante David cannot run with Valdez-Scantling. It ain't going to happen. So he hits him up the seam, 36 yards. Beautiful. For once, Mahomes did not overthrow Marquez Valdez-Scantling, which, as we've been saying, people's been on Scantling for weeks now, and it's like he's been open. Mahomes just keeps missing him.
Right, and it was a beautiful catch by Scantling, too. It wasn't the easiest ball to catch. Actually, the only critique I would have of this play is if Mahomes would have been a little more aware there, he could have floated that ball a little further, and Valdez-Scantling would have had that for a touchdown easy because, like you said, Levante David ain't keeping up with him. And the corner there, he was too far behind already. It would have been an easy touchdown. But I think what Mahomes did was the minute that he saw those hips turn on that corner, he thought he had to fire the ball in there quickly to hit that open window. But I think if he would have just floated over the top, Valdez-Scantling's going to win that foot race 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah, there was a couple reasons why I don't think he did it. Number one, floating the ball to Marquez Valdez-Scantling has not proved to be good. He's not got that timing down yet, so I think he just wanted to put it on him. Not to mention earlier in the game, he missed McKinnon on a little pass. He didn't know whether he wanted to float it or stick it to him. Either way, if he just would have committed McKinnon gets in the end zone. Clyde on the fourth down. Clyde should have caught that ball, but I still think he maybe put a little bit too much on it. If he'd have put it underneath him a little more, Clyde runs under it. That's still on Clyde. That's not Patrick Mahomes' fault at all right there,
No,
though.
but earlier in the game, there was also a wheel route that Marquez Valdez-Scantling ran up the sideline. It's very Sammy Watkins-esque play. Beautiful pass by Mahomes, and that's the kind of pass I'm talking about. Just lead him right out there, man. Let him get some yards after the catch. But regardless, 36 plus yards on this play. You can't argue with that. It was a good play, good throw, good catch.
Yeah. Anytime you get Scantling man to man on a linebacker, you're going to take that all day.
You have to. And before we get to that awesome Patrick Mahomes clip, we are going to go over one defensive play here. It was a blitz off the edge by cornerback L'Jarius Sneed. Great play. Everyone knows what happened there. It ended up being a sack fumble. Good turning point in the game, to be honest. It's just kept pouring the momentum our way, man. It was excellent. So if you watch the play, you'll see Frank Clark and I believe it's Colin Saunders. They kind of stunt. When they stunt, you have like a little cluster over on the right side with big Tristan Wirfs, and then you got Colin Saunders, who's a big body as well, and Frank Clark. Right in behind them, just out of Tom Brady's visibility, you got L'Jarius Sneed firing in on him. And it just so happened that Tom Brady did not see him, and then he turned left to look at his options, and L'Jarius Sneed flew in and made a good hit on him and made sure he got that ball out. It was a beautiful play. Sneed has looked awesome in the blitz game.
Yeah, they've disguised Sneed in the blitz game really well. Right here, he was lined up man to man over Mike Evans. So Tom probably thought, hey, he's just gonna shadow Mike Evans right here. This is our number one. That's probably their number one corner. That's probably what he's gonna do. But no, as you said, that Clark and Saunders stunt right there on the right side made a big enough cluster that Brady just overlooked it. He looked back to the left. Now, what's going to make this play even more special is Nick Bolton comes up the middle on a blitz, and he comes up on the center, like straight up. He peels off, and when he peels off because he sees Tom Brady rolling to the left, he peels and he gets over there and he jumps and he causes Tom Brady to pump fake. That little split second pump fake causes Sneed to get home because if he don't pump fake there and he gets rid of the ball, Sneed don't get home right there, and there's no fumble right there on that play. So Nick Bolton calls this play, to be honest, another key play by Nick Bolton. Again, I don't know how many times we say that, but yes, Nick Bolton causing him to pump fake, calls Sneed to get home. And yeah, otherwise it's tough to get to Tom Brady. He gets rid of the ball in under 2 seconds most times, and that was a play where he was going to get rid of the ball in under 2 seconds.
Yeah, those are the things that you have to do if you want to get to Tom Brady. You have to disrupt his flow because, like you said, he gets rid of the ball quick. It's hard to blitz and get to Tom Brady because he gets the ball out so fast and he's smart, decisive, and gets the job done. So, yeah, Nick Bolton definitely set that up there for L'Jarius Sneed, and good on him for getting home there. I think that was an excellent play design there by Spags. I think a good play call. He had all kinds of crazy blitz packages coming all night that had Tom Brady a little bit fuzzled on what he needed to do. So if you can get Tom Brady to where he's not so sure what's going on, you're doing something right.
Hey, do you think they went in with a game plan this week of like, they're never going to expect us to blitz Tom Brady, and then they just said, okay, we're going to blitz, and they just did it like tons of times.
I don't know. I think it was just making sure that they made him uncomfortable because if you relied on the front four, that's all you had. But when you have all these guys that you know are good at blitzing, I mean, you got L'Jarius Sneed's excellent at it. Rashad Fenton's a good blitzer. Brian Cook's proved to be a good one so far. You got some fast guys out there. Use them.
Dude,
I think that's what he did.
Justin Reed's looked good
Yeah.
blitzing so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, another good defensive game plan by Spags. He deserves some more credit there.
All right, so now the moment that you've been waiting for, we're going to break down this play by Patrick Mahomes. Everyone saw it last night. It's been all over the internet, all over the TV. Everyone's seen it. It's just ridiculous. Collinsworth's reaction was perfect. It's just like this guy's out here toying with people in the NFL. Like he's the Michael Jordan of the NFL, tongue out, floating around, doing whatever he wants to do, and just making it look easy, right? So yeah, let's break this play down a little bit, Mike, and see what exactly happened and what caused Mahomes to be able to make something out of nothing.
Okay, so you're gonna see it. We're in a very tight formation. I think we're on like the 2 yard line, probably like the 1.5. You have double tight ends, but your second tight end is Nick Allegretti. He has come in and he has declared himself eligible. He's down here at the bottom with Travis Kelce. If you see the play is designed for Mahomes to fake the handoff to Burton, and they're going to catch that defensive end. They're just going to chip him and not block him. That's the point, is to let that defensive end hopefully buy on the Burton fake. And if he doesn't, then Mahomes has to beat him to the edge. You have Clyde rolling out as soon as it happens. He's going to get to the corner of the end zone. And basically, Allegretti, Kelsey's going to chip, and then they're going to run their routes. What you see, though, is they both chip, and the defensive end does not buy on the Burton fake at all. He actually does a really good job, and he gets right in Mahomes' face really quick. Mahomes again turns on the jets because he's got that 5.40 speed. You know how Mahomes is. But yeah, he gets to the corner. He does a sweet looking spin move, man. This dude's like straight ballerinism. And then if you notice, he keys on the guy guarding Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Once he sees him peel off and come towards the goal line, Mahomes knows he cannot get to that pylon. He's going to get drilled. So he just stops and casually floats it over the top of him. Beautiful little jump shot there to Clyde. And what a beautiful play, man. It was just amazing.
And you got to credit Clyde some here for recognizing that he needed to peel off and get back there in that corner, because I mean, if he wouldn't have had the awareness to, slide back away from all that, that play would have never happened. But he knows how Mahomes plays. It's just a chemistry that these guys have together. You've seen this kind of thing happen before with Mahomes and Kelsey. Even this little short 2-yard pass for a touchdown just here and there and everywhere. This one just seemed a little special, though, because after the spin move and then a little floater over the top, almost like he was shooting a jump shot there. Yeah, but props to Clyde for doing what he had to do to make that play successful. And Mahomes is just Mahomes, man. Like we've been talking about, this could possibly be one of the best quarterback clips you've ever seen. Personally, I think I would still take that one at San Francisco where he spins out this way, spins back the other way, and fires the ball into the back of the end zone. But I mean, it never gets old watching Mahomes do these things, man. He's a straight magician, and we're lucky to have him, and we're lucky to be watching him.
Dude, Mahomes played really well last night. He did everything he needed to do. He was decisive. He looked like he was toying with these guys at times. And I do have a theory that he did toy with them on this play. He wanted to show off his dance moves. He wanted to show off his jump shot. Because if you watch that play again, if you rewind it and watch it, he has Allegretti sitting in the back of the end zone wide open, waving his hands, thinking he's going to get to do the offensive lineman dance. But no, Mahomes is like, no, I want to do a spin move and then a jump shot to Clyde. So, yeah, my theory is Mahomes is out here making everything look hard because he knows he can do it, and it just looks better on film.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for the day. Make sure to get down in the comments and let us know what your favorite Patrick Mahomes highlight of all time is. Where does this one rank amongst the good plays that Patrick Mahomes has put out there in the last few years? Because this guy's insane. Thanks for liking, subscribing, hitting that bell. Any super thanks over $4.99, we're going to send you out some stickers and a keychain. And after watching this revenge game against the Buccaneers, all I have to say is God help the Bengals, because Mahomes was on a mission last night, and I think that one's going to be in the back of his mind.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope we crush them. But yeah, let us know if you like this kind of content. We're thinking about doing this once a week, breaking down some plays from the previous game. Let us know in the comment section. And that's all we got for you today. So we'll be back tomorrow. Peace out, guys.
Let's go, Chiefs. How about those Chiefs?
There goes a sight from my soul.